Hey now, it's Alexandra No I, and we are getting it together one step at a time. So I've talked about doing a brain dump, I've talked about weekly planning, and I dug a little more into some prompts for goal setting in my last video. Um, but while looking to the future is important, I also wanted to share. While I am working to reduce the amount of email that I receive, there is a writer named Alexandra Franzen that I have followed for years at this point. Um, and I don't only like her because her name is Alexandra. She goes by Alex, which I do not. So that's there's a few distinct differences. But she sent on Tuesdays, I believe, she sends out quick tips. And this one is particularly pertinent not only to the time of year, but also to what I've been talking about here. And these are some things to consider when it comes to, let me make sure I open the right window. When it comes to closing out the year victoriously. Okay, I think, yes. All right. So the she presents an end of the year ritual that has 3 steps, and the 3 steps are to clear space, close loops, and celebrate wins. And I will link to this post, which also enables you, if you like, to look at some of the previous um, things that she has sent out, as well as subscribing if you want to join her email list. So for clearing up space, it's things like unsubscribing from email lists, canceling subscriptions, decluttering, and even removing appointments that don't add anything meaningful to your life. I thought that one was really interesting. And then even, this is a key one for a lot of folks. If you're self-employed, look at your menu of offerings, strip it down. Rather than doing a dozen things fairly well, do one or two things with excellence. I know that's a potentially scary thought for a lot of people, but honing in and being expert at fewer things can provide immensely more value. With clearing space, I'm sorry, with closing loops, make a list of unresolved conversations, um, follow up with each person and close that loop so both of you can move on. It's not just you, it's not just them, it's so that both of you can move on. And she even provides an example. Um, this might be like a business contact that you'd be reaching out to, and citing the fact that when you last communicated, you talked about X, and explicitly asking, would you still like to proceed? And also letting them know that if you're no longer interested or if things have changed, it's not an issue. Either way, let me know so that I can plan accordingly. And even giving them a decide by date, because that enables both of you to go forward in your plans um, from an informed place. And you can even, kind of sweeten the pot by linking them to something that you know they'd be interested in or will appreciate. And finally, um, celebrate wins. And this is something, it kind of ties into the conversations about gratitude journaling or other, however you frame it. But it goes a long way to reflect on what has gone well So here she says to make a list of wins from the last year: big wins, tiny wins, professional wins, personal wins, financial wins, results you secured for your clients, important decisions you made, anything you're proud of. Read the list, remember who you are and what you've done. And then she recommends for extra credit that next to each win, you can write down someone who helped to make it possible, to make the victory possible, and send them a thank you note. Uh, so, again, this is an excellent exercise to help you also think about, um, give you some concrete action items before this year is out, as well as setting yourself up so that next year will be even better. Because not only will you know what you're working toward in terms of closing the loops, and what you're not working toward, but also, streamlining, um, reducing the number of options, or otherwise streamlining what you provide, or just any of the examples that she gave there. I'm looking forward to working on this myself. If Let me know if y'all would be interested in like a live or something where we could collaboratively work on that. It would be soon. It would probably be in the next week or so. But let me know if you'd be interested, because even if you're not able to participate in real time, you could watch a recording and still get that co-working type of experience. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye.